What's up, everyone? It's CTD from C2 Wrestling. Before we get into today's video, I got to give you guys a heads up. January 6th, the Netflix debut of Monday Night Raw. We are going live again right here on our YouTube channel. We went live for the last two PLEs. It was such a fun time, a lot of funny moments. You don't want to miss it. This show is going to be huge. They're treating it like a WrestleMania level Raw. We're going live. Come talk wrestling with us. Enjoy the show, the surprises, the big moments. We'll be live for it. Come hang out with us right here on C2 Wrestling. But now, let's get into the video. What's up, everyone? Another Friday Night SmackDown is in the books. A few things I want to get into. It was a taped show, so you probably already know all the things that happened before the show even aired. So, before I get into that, you see the title of the video, Meeting Cody Rhodes. Now, it's just a little quick story time because it's not every day you get to meet the WWE champion. It's not every day you get to meet quarterback one of the WWE. And myself, a big Cody fan. I've been a Cody fan for many years. Some of you may even know that I've joked about it on our podcast about how Cody influenced me years ago to pluck my eyebrows when he was dashing Cody Rhodes. It is a guy that I've been a fan of for a very long time. So getting the chance to meet him, I just got to talk about something. First of all, this was a very, I would say, more rare opportunity. It was in Georgia at Brandy's studio, her yoga studio that she has. I can't imagine. I've never been to any Fanatics events besides WWE World, which was, a bit of a headache. And I did the Fanatics meet and greet with Rhea Ripley. The Rhea Ripley meet and greet, it was in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I get it. Fanatics, not a huge fan of things they do. This meet and greet, was it a long wait? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely. When we finally got up, I was with my buddy. When we finally got up to meet Cody and we were in distance of seeing him, you quickly realize why it's a long wait because everybody got way more than their money's worth. Like, I am talking quality time talking to him. You know, it was a meet and greet. It was not a step up photo op, get the hell out of the way. It was such a great experience getting to see him actually interact with fans, getting to see little kids dressed up as Cody Rhodes. It's not just a, hey, nice job. Thanks, buddy. Got to move it along. There was a funny moment. We were towards the end of the line. So we were in line for quite a while. And the meet and greet went much longer than I think everyone expected. One of the workers there even joked that every time he works a Cody meet and greet, they all go long because he gives everybody their time. We get up there, we're having a conversation, whatever. I didn't want to be too long. There's more people behind me. It's cold out. I got my money's worth, got the handshake, got the autograph. He couldn't have been nicer. Before we walked away, Brandy actually walks up. And before she even says anything, Cody says, "You're going to tell me to go faster, aren't you?" Jokingly. And she like jokingly laughs. It was just an awesome experience. So if you're in the area, please go check out Brandy's studio. Of course, it was a great experience in that aspect. But I can't pump the tires enough of that meet and greet just because I have done plenty of meet and greets throughout my entire life as a wrestling fan. And some of them, like, yes, most of the wrestlers are nice. And yes, most of the wrestlers do seem genuine. But then you meet the ones where it's like they feel like they're genuine, but they're also giving you their time and they're being relatable. And when you talk to them about things, they can relate to it or they're asking questions back. It's not just a, oh, hey, thanks. And you kind of feel like, all right, I just paid for an autograph. It got me thinking. I've met plenty of wrestlers and I've met plenty of guys from top of the card to being fans of guys who never even made it to a CZW or Ring of Honor. You meet so many wrestlers as a wrestling fan. Having those experiences, these are the ones that you remember. And this is why I'm talking about it right now. These are the ones where you're like, wow, what a great experience. What an awesome time. And I don't know if there's a better person to be the QB1 than Cody Rhodes. Meeting him it made me feel even more justified for being on the we want Cody side, wanting him to be champion, being at WrestleMania 40, going to SummerSlam, going to Money in the Bank, going to Bad Blood, all because I want to see these Cody matches. Yes, the rest of the card obviously helps, but most of those, Cody's the main event. And great experience. Great moment. So excited to finally meet him. Got my title signed. Starting to think of ideas of how I want to display things for in the future whenever the hell I get around to displaying my stuff. But into quickly on Friday Night SmackDown, because I did say there were a few things I want to talk about. We had Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa. Drew McIntyre, we know he's on a warpath, taking out everyone who has helped Roman Reigns. And we get this awkward moment. Not awkward as in they didn't know what they were doing, but awkward as in the tension where Drew says he wants to go after Solo because Solo costed him the WWE Championship. But at the same time, Drew doesn't because Solo was someone who stood up to Roman Reigns. And this, we have harped on it plenty of times, but it's moments like this that genuinely, as a fan, makes me happy that they are not insulting intelligence where a character like Drew should be torn. He should be conflicted because he should hate Solo. But at the same time, he kind of agrees with him and he's happy he did something. And he's giving him kind of this message that if you beat Roman, if you take him out, then we don't have a problem. But if you fail to, then the issues that we had will be escalated and I will have to take action. Do I know where this story's going? No. I could see Solo and Drew even teaming up in a match at some point, taking on Sammy, Seth, Jay, Jimmy. Like, I could see that. Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I could also see this leading to Drew facing Solo in a marquee match. And it's two guys who are still heels, not two guys where this is going to turn Drew face by any means, but they match up because it makes sense. So I love this. I love this dynamic with Drew where he is gunning for everyone. Not only does he feel like he has all these rivals, but it's still making sense why he's going after these people while they're going back after him. I love that moment. I had to talk about that. That was one of the main moments from, let's be honest, a little bit of a lackluster SmackDown. It was a double up, and they weren't going to spoil anything with Saturday night's main event coming after this taping. So makes sense why they didn't go too crazy and didn't have anything wild happen. But one last thing I do have to talk about as Mr. TNA diehard himself. Motor City Machine Guns, we have Alex Shelley take on Johnny Gargano. And do I have a gripe with the match? No. I love the story. There's more to the story that they could tell. I've said this before. There's so much to the Machine Guns that we just haven't got yet. And I do think we'll get there. I do think we'll finally get the personality that the Machine Guns have. I watched the backstage segment that they had interviewing Alex Shelley, and not that it was like so bullet point feeling, but you watch it and it's like, I know the Machine Guns have so much charisma, especially Alex Shelley. They are funny. They are hilarious. This isn't a funny storyline. This is definitely a more serious storyline. I need, after this story, when they settle with DIY, whether it leads to them winning the titles back or it leads to they get transferred to Raw, however it ends, I need the personality of the Motor City Machine Guns. I need the people who didn't get to watch them in TNA or never watched them in TNA realize why they were not just one of the best tag teams ever in the ring, but why so many people love them outside of the ring, the personalities that they have. They are very likable, and right now it just feels like we're not getting that. Maybe we're getting close. Maybe we're getting closer. This is more of a serious storyline, so I'm not going to hold my breath that this is the storyline to do it. But at the same time, I'm going to give them time. I'm a big believer in Cream always rising to the top. I think they are inevitable in that aspect. It always comes to my mind the more I see the generic interviews, the generic stories, the generic segments that they had. Now they're getting a more complex story. Maybe you'll get to meet a little more of a different side of them. But then hopefully after this, we get the machine guns that TNA fans know. And then later down the line, we get that heel turn where you get to see the cocky and arrogant Motor City Machine Guns, who are also great. So just two little things from SmackDown. Again, not a crazy SmackDown. It is the holidays. I want to wish you a happy holidays from us here at C2 to you watching right now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, follow us on social medias, and also January 6th, Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix. It is PLE level. WrestleMania PLE level, if we're being honest. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in the main event. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Tribal Combat. Those are two Mania main events, in my opinion. We're getting on Monday Night Raw. You have the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship. Potentially the debut of Pentagon on WWE television. Seems like it will be. You got to tune in with us. We're going to have so much fun talking wrestling. Last time we did this was during Survivor Series and then Saturday night's main event, and they were so much fun. We're doing it for all of the PLEs going forward, and this basically is a PLE, so we have to. Come hang out with us, talk wrestling with us, have a fun time, enjoy the funny moments that come from it. Hope to see you guys there. I've been your boy CTD from C2 Wrestling, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.